else. Most couples chatter 19 to the dozen. Only the rarest find their harmony in silence. They were rare, she knew. She cupped his jaw in her long-fingered hands and caressed his 3-day-old stubble with her thumbs. He stretched out an arm to flick the switch on the car stereo. Ariana Grande's husky voice softly permeated the interior of the car with one of her favorite tracks, God is a Woman. Arsha leaned in, but before their lips could touch, he gripped her waist and stopped her descent. "Not so quick, Ranisa," he whispered. She loved it when he called her by that name. Ranisa meant queen, his queen. If there was one thing she absolutely loved and couldn't quite define, it was his enormous respect for her. It was so deep-seated that she often wondered whether she deserved to be placed on such a high pedestal. "You always say this," she whispered petulantly. "Don't you want to kiss me?" He stared at her beauty, her dark hair cascading like a cloud around her shoulders. Her eyes didn't reflect pain. They carried a complaint. "Do you honestly believe that I don't want to kiss you?" he asked. "Then why don't you?" she sulked. Also, she dismounted from him and scrambled back into her seat. "I hate it when you leave me and go away." He sensed the flood of tears about to burst through the dam at any moment. "Why?" he asked softly. "I feel insecure about you, about us," Arsha choked. An ironical smile touched his face. "You know this thing we call love? It's like a dense forest. As you enter, you hear the growl of several wild beasts. At times, you may even encounter them. Insecurity is the most ferocious beast in this jungle. Whether to fall victim to it or vanquish it to continue one's quest to unearth the greatest treasure ever, which is also hidden in this very forest, is the lover's call. I've taken mine. What's your call, Ranisa?" She stared at him, amazed at the total conviction in his eyes. How could someone's eyes always reflect such confidence? It was the kind of assurance one developed after scrutinizing life so closely that its tricks became only too predictable. She leaned over and kissed his closed eyelids. "I'll fight, I promise. I'll fight all the beasts that come our way," she whispered. There was a faint smile on his face as he said, "Don't worry about the distance between us." He raised her downcast face and kissed her forehead. "The body is only what is. The soul is what is, what was, and what will be. The scope of all the urges stemming from the body is a mere molecule compared to the intense longing that arises from the soul. And for the soul, distance is an alien concept. Distance only restricts the body. But the body is also important in its own way, isn't it? As much as a house of bricks and mortar, because it houses the vulnerable and the fragile within. But we all know that the shelter is temporary, and as all temporary things, too transient to worry about. "What's permanent then?" Arsha asked. He placed his right hand flat against her left hand, palm to palm. Their fingertips played until they found the gaps through which the fingers slipped, and the hands clasped each other. "This," he said, tightening the clasp, "this is permanent. I wish I could tell you the number of wars I've fought to make this permanent," he thought. "Do you know, there are times in your absence when I get the feeling that I hardly know you at all. Is that good?" she asked, resting her head on his shoulder. You'll know very soon. It's just a matter of 1 more year." "1 more year?" she asked, frowning. "Yes, in 1 more year I'll gift you a love story that every girl desires, but few, if any, get to live."